Big Braids in Crypto. I'm your host, Mr. Big Braids, coming to you live from a reservation somewhere. Take a look at NCT and a few other coins to keep the night going. Well, let's get it started. Taking a look at NCT. NCT continues to consolidate down. Looking for some low prices. We're actually looks like we're holding right here at 0.0817. And if we definitely got some micro fibs going down here. This is the best chart we can get. I know there's some lower price action before this chart comes out. I've actually seen the grid. I just can't seem to pull it up on this, but as far as right now, this is as well as I can get it right now. So, but by the basic looks of how it should be basically playing out, it's actually probably more like around here actually. So that's actually about the point when I've seen the price action on NCT and the long runs, and it was actually under the double digits. I'm talking actually probably right around here at about like 0.05 or something, basically right around here. So as far as NCT on the long term, it's really hard to put until I get another grid put up. I know it's around about 0.5. So this is the basic setup of it. It's been basically consolidating down and making some moves at this. Looks like it's got some decent support at this 618. But I just want to arguably say that it's probably right. More likely right around here at this point on the shorter time frame. And once we get through this 786, which it seems to be holding pretty well, and that's basically what a lot of coins, basically hold pretty well in that 786, especially NCT's basically coming through. But I mean, if we start it from here, we are under the 786, which a lot of people are, basically. I mean, a lot of the coins are basically under the 786 at this point, as far as the time frame from start to where we're at now. So we definitely got to keep an eye on this. At this point, this is about as close as I'm going to get, because I know the takeoff was around 0.05 once it hit like Coinbase, and it just basically took off up to around 1830 here, and then consolidated back down. So right about here has got to be just about the 786 right here at 0.0788. NCT is actually been kind of decently holding pretty well around 0.07, 0.08. I've been look at NCT. It's just like a malware project. So keep an eye on, and if we lose that 0.07, definitely looking for this 0.05. So as far as the fibs look, we just gotta the longer project should start loading more of the grid lines here, anytime soon. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that. So as far as NCT, keep an eye on that same price action we had as far as breakout 18.81830, and look at that price action down here at 0.0504 was what we had at the basically at the the start to finish on this grid setup here. So we did put these lower price action on the table, so we definitely got to keep an eye on that as far as NCT. So good luck to everybody on NCT. And you always remember, this is not financial advice. These are my views and opinions on the market only, and you always got to do what's right for you. So keep an eye on that. We'll move up to Scale. Scale's actually got some decent, awesome sales price action going, and could be making Scales could be making some moves to the upside. A lot of these coins are looking for the bottom, and then once they start hitting the bottoms, they could be just a lot of expecting basically sideways action at this point. It's just until unless BTC just decides to rocket to the moon and take us with it, then that's what a lot of people are waiting for right now. But we're just waiting for BTC to do what it's doing, and it's definitely going to come back down and test that bottom. It's definitely searching around for that bottom. If that support holds that, a lot of people are saying 40,000 could be the possible bottom, but with the head and shoulders pattern that's setting up, that could possibly just basically looking for some lower price action as far as the algorithm is going. So, but we definitely got to keep an eye on that. It's always 50-50. BTC is, always been just holding very well, but once those patterns start showing up like that, I start looking towards those sales price actions. So definitely gonna keep an eye on that. But could be wrong about it, of course. It's all speculation at this point. We're at that 50-50 point right now. We're going sideways, and it's either up or down from here. And I'm here riding that train all the way to the floor, and I'm going to take that rocket to the moon. So we're going to see what happens. So keep an eye on that as far as Scale. Scale's been basically, let's take a look at this. We're going to have to go out on a bigger time frame because Scale's been actually just been consolidating for quite some time now. We'd almost have to go out to the year chart here, and definitely, with Scale, I was talking about the same that bearish butterfly scenario on a larger time frame, which possibly a lot of the coins basically keep in that trend pattern of BTC because they basically keep the basic setup as far as BTC is going. So could be possible head and shoulders scenario coming up, getting some lower price action as far as Scale. We actually put this 4 cents on the table as far as Scale, so I'm definitely lurking for that price right now, keeping an eye out for that price action. But we could start making some moves to the upside, especially if BTC makes it over the 786, and then just gather some sideways action till we figure out what's the next move. So definitely got to keep an eye on BTC though. Keep an eye on BTC, and definitely look at as far as price action to the upside. We still got that. Got to get over that 618 at 0.4134. So I'm definitely looking at some sideways action, but but if BTC does, basically the way BTC set up today, did a good launch up, came back down. If it hits that double bottom, gets that bounce, then we'll make some moves to the upside. But if we do lose that support, definitely going back down to test that support at 40,000, and then at that point, we're gonna figure out what's going on. It's gonna make its moves, So keep an eye on that. So for everybody in Scale, good luck, and you always remember this is not financial advice. These are my views and opinions on the market only, and you always do what's right for you. So we'll take a look at API3. API3, looks like it's consolidating around on. Let's drop it down to a shorter time frame on as far as API3 here. We had a crazy gritty Scale going on here, but it's been holding on the 786. A lot of coins have been just basically going sideways. So we got that scenario going up, doing the same trend as BTC. BTC was trying to launch. There probably a lot of people got in there, and then kaboom, came back down to test that 786. So it's just following that trend pattern of BTC, but it is like starting to set up on that. That if that double bottom does start to play out there and we get that bounce going on, that scenario could be playing out if BTC is totally bottomed out. So keep an eye on that scenario. But if we do lose that support, we're definitely looking for those lower price action at like 382, and we did put some lower prices at 289. So keep an eye on that. We're going to do some follow-up videos tomorrow. So everybody in API3, good luck. We're going to move up to ACH. ACH is basically still doing consolidating down, hitting those lower price actions. Still got that 0.04 on the table, but it is setting up just like the last scenario and in the last coin we talked about. They're just setting up, waiting for possibly that double bottom, and then the scenario to basically play out for moves to the upside, or basically some moves to sideways action. So, but as far as BTC being so 50-50 at this point, it's basically I'm taking advantage of the accumulation. So, the sales price action just keeps going and going, and I'm it's like, man, I was able to get in so many other coins that I was actually hoping I could get into that I thought I was gonna miss out on. So Definitely amazing price action. But as far as the moves to the upside, as far as ACH, we still get that same price action. We get over 0.065 and start making some moves to the upside. So, but as far as that, we're looking, consolidating down. If we do lose that support, and BTC does do some dippy action, could possibly be seeing this 0.04, and definitely got to put this 0.03 on the table as well as far as the ACH. So for everybody in ACH, good luck. And you always got to remember this is not financial advice. These are my views and opinions on the market only, and you always do what's right for you. So moving on up to Iotx. Iotx is got some good sales price action too. We actually put in some lower numbers at 0.0741 for that decent hopeful bounce, and then some moves to the upside. So Iotix is just basically consolidating as well. Waiting on BTC for its next move up, but it's been holding pretty good around between 11 and 12, and haven't quite hit this 0.0741 yet. But I'm lurking out here looking for that price as well. So. But for everybody and all the coins, good luck. And you always remember this is not financial advice. These are my views and opinions on the market only, and you always do what's right for you. So keep an eye on that price action. And as far as moves to the top, we definitely got to get over that 0.2252 as far as making moves to the upside. And we're just holding out for BTC. So you always have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And Mr. Big Braids is signing out.